Right, let's have a look at, what's the time now? 5 to 3, okay. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, Callum, you were going to ask me a question. What was it? About good and less good? What you'd like to know? Yeah? Okay then. All right, so, good and less good. It's mid-90s, early mid-90s. And the wall's just come down. You know which wall I'm talking about, right? Some of you will know. And I'm in a place called Kalisz in southwest Poland, in a place called, at that time it was called the Black Triangle. It was called the Black Triangle because the pollution down there was pretty awful. I can remember walking up a bit further south in Katowice, walking up the high street there and going into a pizza joint up there. I mean, the irony was, what's a pizza place doing in post-Soviet Poland? But anyway, I went in there, went into the men's room, and in the mirror I could see all these black spots all over my face. It was oil, and it's oil in the atmosphere. It's horrific. Anyway, so I've got an agent, and his name is Mariusz Tomaszewski. And Mariusz is a young guy, he's fresh out of Poznan University, with his two friends, Marek and Tomasz. And I'm at Mariusz's, it's his parents' dacha, which is like a bit like an allotment, you know. But you've got a kind of a shed there and stuff. And he's making Polish sausage, and we're drinking Wódka Sok Pomarańczowy. There's my red pen. Wódka Sok Pomarańczowy. We'll go with this one. And it looks a little bit like this, ladies and gentlemen. Tall glass. This is orange, right? Wódka Sok Pomarańczowy. Vodka, juice, orange, right? It's a big glass, it's full to the top. Orange in colour. There's not a lot of orange in it, it's mostly vodka. And it's okay drinking it as long as you stay sat down, because as soon as you stand up, the legs are going in. So I said to Mariusz, the next day we're working with these former communist senior officials, or apparatchiks, these very senior former communist people. And they're now, these same people who are in charge of the Soviet regime, are now in charge of a lot of the commercial entities. But the world has changed. The world has changed. Whereas previously, a factory would manufacture 100,000 of these and send them to Moscow, and Moscow would distribute them around the Soviet Union. Moscow didn't want them anymore. But the factories were still making them. And they were sending them off to Moscow, and Moscow was saying, yeah, but we don't want them. Yeah, but we made them. Yeah, I know you've made them, but we don't want them anymore. So part of what I was doing was helping the senior people understand some of the basics of a free market economy and how marketing works. So I'm thinking this could be quite a challenge. So I said to Mariusz, how many of the people we're going to be working with tomorrow can speak good English? And he said, to jest może, tak, oczywiście. Some of them, their English is good, tak. Some of them, their English, I say, is less good. Well, I found out the next day what he meant. The people whose English was good could just about say hello. The people whose English was less good, my Polish was better than their English, right? It was a tough assignment. Anyway, what I learned, this was a pattern which connects. Mariusz, Tomasz, and Marek were out of Poznan University. As far as they was concerned, whatever happened in the past, they weren't interested anymore. There was a free market economy. There was enough gold out there for you to eat as much as you want. And they wanted lots of it. Their whole language pattern, ladies and gentlemen, I was old then. Their whole language pattern was so refreshing. I was hearing them talk about good and less good. I was hearing them talk about exciting, less exciting. I was hearing them talking about profitable, less profitable. I was hearing them talk about beautiful, less beautiful. You getting the pattern? Everything was amazing or it was less amazing. But there was no bad, there was no The whole world was full of opportunity. They'd never experienced opportunity like this before. How much did they want of this pie? Because it was all out there for them. And these young guys were teaching me, an old dog, they were teaching me to think in different ways about opportunity and possibility, the like of which I'd never thought of before. And I knew there was something we could blend in to continue and begin. which was still in its early days, really. So now we talk about good and less good. We talk about continue tos and begin tos. We talk about how things are going really well and some stuff that can go really well if we just make some changes, rather than bad and ketas and shoe pie and a bit of slipper. You getting this? That's what this thing's about. Have we got any golfers in the room? You're a golfist? You're a golfist as well? No? Yeah? Blimey. What's the little thing you put the ball on? What's that? Tee. You got 10 minutes. Smoke 3 at a time, smokers. We're going to do 4:28, but you've got to be quick, all right? Let's get in there. See you back in a minute. Thanks very much.